kakaiba talaga itong month of March na to. It has been a month of extremes. It has been extremely hot and it has been extremely wet. Kayo mga bakasyonista dyan, mga bagong sweldo, dito na lang kayo sa PBA at maka-experience naman ng extreme basketball action. Now, speaking of extremes, you know, for our halftime feature, we will be telling a story or sharing a story about a man who epitomizes the word extreme. He's an extremely talented basketball player, an extremely great leader, and an extremely intimidating baller. At the same time, he's extremely soft-spoken, extremely good-natured, and extremely sensitive. That's right. He's extremely awesome. Ali Peak of the Coca-Cola Tigers. Watch this.
Matayog na bundok. Mahirap akyatin. Kahit anong bangga, di natitinag. Yan si Ali Peak ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Ang tinaguriang The Man Mountain ng PBA.
It was kind of odd to me, you know, because I'm not the tallest power forward in the league. It's cool. I don't mind being called the Mad Mountain, as they say.
I was bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Sa loob ng court, si Ali Peak ang isa sa mga pinakamalakas na post-up player. Isa siyang mabigat na kalaban. Hindi umaatras. Palaban.
Ali's value is immeasurable. It's difficult to stop Ali one-on-one. It's difficult to stop Ali when he gets the ball inside. Aside from that, he has great leadership value. Ali's the kind of player who can lead by example. He doesn't talk much, but he just keeps playing, he just keeps working, he just keeps fighting. And that in itself is great leadership as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I met you. Ngunit ano ba pakiramdam ng isang bundok na mahirap akyatin sa loob ng court?
On some days, other opponents guard me pretty well, and some days they don't. Just vice versa.
He looks very intimidating. His size dictates that. Plus, his silence makes it intimidating all the more because he's the kind of person whom if you come across him for the first time, sends a strong message.
Now, I used to get intimidated when I was younger, but I'm at that point now where I'm just like, whatever. You know, I've seen a lot, so.
Ironically, he's the type of person whom, if you start talking to him, starts talking. He's such a nice guy. He's very principled. He's very good-natured.
Yeah, there's a soft spot. There's a lot of soft spots. As a matter of fact, don't buy into the bravado. Don't buy into the the macho-ness and whatever. And that's all just a shield. But yeah, I'm a very sensitive person underneath. Yeah.
Si Ali Peak, isang matayog na bundok. Magaang maglaro, ngunit mabigat na kalaban. Isang palaban.
I'm looking forward to trying to get this team back to where it was 2 years ago. PBA is a great league, so, and I'm happy. I'm always happy. So, even though it doesn't look like it sometimes on the court, but yeah, I'm a happy person. So, thanks a lot.
Nico Halili kasama si Peter Martin para sa PBA on ABC, and these two teams are hoping to get back on the winning track dito sa Grand Matador PBA Philippine Cup. And at the half, Ginebra actually early on built an 8-point lead, relinquished that lead, but they got back on their feet and now they have a precarious 1-point advantage.
Walang maganda sa Ginebra, no? Kahit na hindi sila nakaka-rebound ng mabuti, their field goal percentage is up against the Coca-Cola Tigers field goal percentage. Pero ang Coca-Cola naman, kaya sila may lead is because they have 13 more rebounds. Mamaya, kapakita natin. Versus the leading rebounding ang Barangay Ginebra Ginting. So nag-level off lang, nag-equal out yung dalawa. 1-point lead lang ang lamang na Ginebra.
Sa loob, samantalang ang Ginebra gumagawa naman ng puntos mula sa labas. Yun lang ang front line of the Coca-Cola Tigers, Peak and Mamaril combining for 21 points. And of the 21, 12 points come from Mamaril off the bench. So yung malaking mama ni Biggie Fabings ang gumagawa ng gusto. Para naman sa Ginebra, it's the fast and the furious backcourt of Lindsay Helderbrand and Mark Kagiwa that's doing the damage. 25 combined points para sa dalawang mama.
Well, yun ang sabi natin, hindi nga 100% ito si Eric Nex. The fast and the furious have to step it up. As you see some more highlights galing dito kay Ali Pic, ano? Makikita natin yung for the Coca-Cola Tigers. This guy, si Billy Mamaril, talagang kanina 5 out of 5 bago siya nagmintes, ano? He shot 5 times in a row, and we see also Mark Aguirre on the other hand. Yan ang unselfish play between the fast and the furious. As we check out the scoring leaders, Billy Mamaril off the bench, as you mentioned, 12 points, Pic and Abarientos. And of course, John Arrigo sa kabila naman, Barangay Ginebra. Well, yung tatlo nga, nandyan pa rin. Yung 3 gunners ng Barangay Ginebra, Kagiwa, Helterbrand, and Meg. So, maganda naman ang performance itong 3 big guns ng Barangay Ginebra.
Well, before we took our halftime break, nagkaroon tayong panayam kay JJ Helderbrand kanina. He said something very important. Ginebra is adjusting to a new offensive system that was put in place by Coach Shotak and Sene. That might partly explain the current problems of Ginebra. They're on a 3-game losing skid.
Well, if there's something to do pagdating sa mga adjustments, now is the time, ano? Habang hindi pa talaga nagtutupik ang
maaga pa.
Oo. Kaya nga sila natalo siguro ng 3 dikit. But yung maganda na, nakadalawa sila ng una. So, 2-3 is not really that bad, considering that they have a 3-game skid right now, which they're trying to erase tonight.
Totoo yan. Even when you look at the team standings, nasa kalagitnaan naman yung Ginebra. Hindi naman po sila iwan na iwan. Pero angat na angat naman ang Coca-Cola Tigers. Although galing sila sa talo, they're down by just 1 point in this ball game.
Well, what happened in the last game of the Coca-Cola Tigers, they lost to Talk and Text, if I'm not mistaken, and they gave up 100 points. Yung offense nila, consistent pa rin, 80 plus, 84, 85. They're number 1 in the league in terms of the most wins, 4-1. Pero yung scoring nila, Nico, 7th place lang sila. So talaga nga yung depensa talaga which is lording it over the other teams dito sa conference natin.
Okay, let's turn it over to Richard Del Rosario.
Yes, right now I'm with Assistant Coach Juno Soler. Coach, before the game, sinasabi natin nagsustruggle lang Ginebra when it comes to offense because of the new offensive system. Pero now, okay naman yung offense as far as the first half is concerned. Wala yung ba nakapag-adjust na yung mga players?
Well, because of the new offense, the players just have to make it work. Before this game, we were struggling. Our offense, we were shooting low percentage shots. We were averaging 14 assists in our last 3 games. But today, first half, we had 11 already, so it's a good sign. So we just have to keep moving the ball, finding the open guy, and hope we make those shots.
How about defensively? What are the adjustments that you need to make here in the second half?
We didn't really have any adjustments, but we just had to remind them to keep challenging guys, shooting outside shots, get their big guys off the boards, and basically that's it.
Coach, thank you for your time. Of course, summary natin sa Assistant Coach Nash Marcela. Coach, in your first 4 wins, you only allowed 74 points a game sa opponents ninyo. Now, Ginebra already with 44, target na baka makawat pa sila ng more than 80 points. This is a problem for you?
Well, definitely a problem for us. No? Nung first half, obviously we didn't defend well against Ginebra. Siguro they scored, well, 50% they got from easy shots, mga layups, ganyan. So, sigurado they have to do a better job in the second half.
What other adjustments kailangan nyo gawin here in the second half para ma-offset itong 1-point lead ng Ginebra at manalo kayo?
Well, primary is yung paint defense namin, okay? So, as I've said, they got a lot of layups, easy shots. So, siguro we have to collapse more, especially against Kagiwa and Helderbrand.
Okay, Coach, good luck in the second half. Back to you, Nico and Peter.
Maraming salamat, Richard. Talking to the assistant coaches from both teams, Juno Sauler of Ginebra, saying that slowly they're getting that system, and the players are getting accustomed to the system. And para naman kay Nash Marcela of Coca-Cola, why am I not surprised? We're still talking about defense.
Talaga, they're trying to instill in the players, defense will win as a championship. And yung akala siguro nila, that's the recipe for a championship for the Coca-Cola Tigers.
So we welcome you to the second half of action between Ginebra and Coca-Cola. pareho pong galing sa talo ang dalawang kutunan. Ang Ginebra, most especially trying to snap the lead. And JJ Helterbrand begins action in the second half with that long conversion.
14 points for JJ. At ang aga to break the ice para sa Barangay Ginebra here in the third quarter.
Bakit napitawan ni Rivas yung bola pero gawa pa rin niyang ma-shoot yung kanyang layup. Na makatwit balik sa isa ang lamang ng Ginebra 46-45. Ginebra starts the second half with Mark Aguila, JJ Helterbrand, Kalani Ferreira, Romel Adugol, and rookie Mike Hoper. Adugol gets, check that, Ferreira gets the offensive rebound para sa Ginebra. Tumama sa paa ni Rivas. So bola mananatili sa bakuran ng Ginebra.
You know, we've been talking about the new system and offense para kay Shot Tankinson and the rest of the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Alam mo, ang pinaka-importante dyan is that these players and the assistant coaches have to believe in that system. Ano? They have to make it work. Kailangan yung extra effort nila, yung extra mile nila just to make that system work. Kailangan nandun, ano? And everything will just follow and it will be automatic pagdating sa pag nakuha talaga nitong 5 on the floor ng system.
The Tigers begin the third quarter with rookie Denok Miranda kasama si Rafa Rivas, John Arrigo, Alipig at Will Antonio. Here's Antonio, pinasakit Pig. Ito naman, the ombre matchup between Pig and Adugol is Miranda over Kakiwa, no go. Bola na tapik na punta kay Arrigo. Arrigo scans the court. Arrigo makes his move. Nowhere to go. Pinasa kay Miranda. Miranda slices inside and he will miss. Mike Hoper with 8 rebounds tonight. Ginebra up by a precarious point. 46-45. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kagiwa. Soft touch. Too soft. Rebound para kay Antonio. Here's Arrigo. Miranda goes to Rivas. All 5 Coca-Cola players given the chance to hold the basketball.
And it shows that being Kifawi sa squad, all systems go ngayon, ano? Kita mo, pati ikaw, napapansin mo, Migo, lahat nakakakuha ng bola, nakakahawak ng bola, and that's a good sign.
And you know what's a good sign for Coca-Cola? Nasa kanila muli ang kalamangan, 47-46 with over 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alamang si Alipig ay tatawagan ng kanyang pangatlong personal foul. That will be the first team foul laban sa Coca-Cola here in the second half. Here's Helterbrand falling away. Google getting the ball and he will score on the putback. Yan po ang ika-apat na puntos ni Google ngayong gabi.
Yan ang kulang na kulang sa Barangay Ginebra is their rebounding.
Malinaw na foul yun laban kay Hoper.
You know, Migo, the play came from Alipig. Nakita mo, he just drew the attention of these white shirts. Kaya naka-shoot, naka-cut na naman ito si Randy Rivas playing from the weak side. And if there's one thing Rivas knows what to do, it's cut hard to the basket and finish strong. Kaya naman, you just can't take your eyes away from Rafi Rivas because malingat ka lang ng ilang segundo. Even just a split of second, makakakuha na ito ng bola sa loob. Mintis ang unang tira ni Rafi Rivas who only scored 3 points in the first half, ano? And in the game, last game versus Talk and Tex, ito si Rafi Rivas had 10 points and 11 rebounds. Napakagandang laro pala ni Rafi Rivas. 5 points pala and 7 rebounds for Rafi in this game.
Nawang pa rin ang isa dito ang Ginebra, 48-47 with over 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Agiwa goes to Adugol. Aducol goes to Pereira. And he's swinging over to Helper Brand with 7 to shoot. At tumama ni Arrigo. Ball will stay with Ginebra. They will have 7 seconds to shoot as Pereira starts to play. Here's Helter Brand. Helter Brand on the move. Helter Brand goes all the way. Tip in is good para kay Aducol. Great follow by Romel Aducol, but JJ Helter Brand kaya siya nalibre because there was a double screen on top by the two big men, Mink and Aducol. At si Aducol naman not giving up on the play with the tip pass. 3-point lead para sa Ginebra, 50-47. Bola na kay Arrigo. Arrigo kontra Helter Brand. Arrigo met by Aducol. Arrigo one more time, and his resilience pays off. Second serving for John Arrigo, who gives a stare against Romel Aducol as he trots down. Arrigo cuts down Ginebra's lead to 1 point, 50-49. Pereira laban kay Antonio, binigay kay Aducol, laban kay Pete. Here's Pereira. Pinalay kay Mink, and he will miss. The ball ends up with Ali Pete. May 13 rebounds na po si Ali Pete, and Arrigo will miss. 14 rebounds para kay Pete. He has nowhere to go. Here's Arrigo. Soft touch. No. One more try. Wala pa rin. Here's Kakiwa. Kakiwa is on the move, and he was fouled by Miranda.
That's a hard foul by Dennis Miranda. Getting in the way, but he apologizes and he just, it's all in the game. Tamaw lang. Oo. Pre. Pre. Talagang yun yung tawagan na shooting foul. So all these players are professionals. They understand. They all have jobs to do. At tayo rin, maghahanap buhay muna. Time out muna tayo. 1 point lead para sa Ginebra, 50-49 here in the third quarter. Villanueva versus Raimundo. Meron pang ano dyan. May subplot team. Bonacer versus James Yap. Magandang laban yan mamaya. In the meantime, may mahigit 7 minutong natitira dito sa third quarter, and Pereira will score inside. That was a design play because Eric Mink and Romel Aducol they were getting the double team underneath. Great cut by Kalani Ferreira and the finish. May 8 points na si Ferreira ngayong gabi. 3-point lead para sa Ginebra. Here's Miranda directing the Coca-Cola offense. Miranda goes to Pete. For the shoot, Pete turns around. Rebound para kay Kagiwa. And a half to go in the third quarter, and Eric Mink converts from the left side. 9 points para kay Mink. Well, he's on track to getting again a good game. Last game, Nico, in a losing cause, 22-10. Ito si Eric Mink. Kaya kahit injured to, he just finds ways to score. Here's Miranda. He fires. Rebound para kay Ferreira. 5-point lead para sa Ginebra. This is going to be a foul called on Will Antonio. Rather, it's John Arrigo with his third personal foul as we look at some of the guys off the bench. Ito si Johnny Abarianto sa Rob Wainwright. Pasa ni Meg na agaw ng Coca-Cola. Here's Arrigo. Arrigo at the move. Arrigo. Oh! Hard fall. And hard foul. Kagiwa gives up his second personal foul. We see here again, Arrigo nakakita ng konting puwang. Ayun, nakakita natin si Mark Kagiwa just standing. He was just standing here. But they have to call the foul because there was a lot of contact. First free throw is good para kay Arrigo. As Mamaril comes in para kay Pete.
Santos checking back in the game para kay Kalani Ferreira. Second free throw para kay Arrigo. And Arrigo now has 8 points in the ball game. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter at tatlo ang lamang dito ng Ginebra. 54-51. Here's Helterbrand with the basketball. Helterbrand. Pinasa kay Meng. Meng. Yung kanyang pasa nakuha ni Adogo. And he scores underneath.
Somehow they found a way to score, courtesy of Romel Aducol and his 8th point in the ballgame.
Here's Rivas. Oh, Arrigo with nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Adugo just set that shot back to earth.
Kanina kasi nasutan ito si Arrigo, si Romel Aducol. This time, hindi na mangyayari. As you see again, ayun, at the last minute, at the last moment rather, Aducol with the block.
At may timeout pong hiningi ang Coca-Cola Tigers with 5:13 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back with more action. Wala rito sa Cuneta Astrodome, lamang po ang Ginebra, 56-51. Utahan po natin si Richard Del Rosario.
Ako amigo, nung last time out, pinuntahan ko yung dalawang team, yung dalawa. Ito ang tale of two coaches. Si Coach Biggie Fabius talaga sinistress yung execution ng kanilang half-court set. Talagang yun ang inaano niya. Dahil ngayon nagkakaroon sila ng struggle sa kanilang half-court set. On the other hand, kay Coach Chop Tankensa naman, gusto niya yung transition offense nila yung gumana. Sabi niya, sprint down the floor, yung big man nila will seal inside the paint, tapos mga shooters niya will spot up sa outside. So yun ang tale of both coaches in the last time out. Back to you, Nico.
That's what I like about Richard. Tsaka, when you ask him to do something, he will not just do it well, he will do it the best way possible. Ang problema lamang kay Richard, well, he makes you, well, he wants you to know about it. He'll make sure you know that he's working hard.
Pero napuntahan niya yung dalawang koponan. At nakakuha pa siya ng magandang interesting facts about these two teams. And of course, yung early offense, kung baga tawagin yung shot Tankensa, he wants the big man to steal in the break. Wala naman si Big Favis yung half-court offense. Alam mo, maganda na nga yung half-court offense nito Coca-Cola. Pero sa kabila naman si Mark Aguila with his 15th point of the ballgame shows him who's the highest scorer in this league.
Missed by Mamaril. Here's Helterbrand on the ball. Helterbrand spins! Almost, but not quite. The crowd would have gone bananas if Helterbrand converted on that magical layup. Tigers down by 5 with 4:07 to go in the third quarter. As Dale Singson settles down the troops. Singson on the move. Singson off the glass. No! Here's Santos over the Helterbrand, pero nakapit ni Will Antonio. Ito na si Dale Singson. Singson zigzags inside. Nice pass para kay Mamaril.
A great play by Dale Singson getting Mike Holter off his feet. Easy dish from Mamaril underneath the basket.
And Mamaril has matched his confidence high of 14 points. As Kagiwa escapes inside. At si Mark Kagiwa meron na pong 17 points in the ball game.
And napakasarap para kay Coach Shot Tankensa as you instill a new offense and you see those things happening, mga libreng tira para kay Mark Kagiwa.
Balik sa lima ang abante ng Ginebra, 60-55 as we approach the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. Singson laban kay Kagiwa. Singson, oh, nice fake.
Really great fake by Dale Singson, who we know to be a good post player. Kasi Dale Singson, isa sa mga facets ng kanyang game is his post play.
Kagiwa, babawel. No, in and out. Nevertheless, it's still a 3-point Ginebra lead with under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dale Singson over to Antonio from the corner. As Menk skies high for the rebound. Magkakataon para sa Ginebra na matagdagan ang kanilang 3-point lead habang palapit tayo ng palapit sa last 2 minutes of the third period. Here's Kagiwa. Eyeball to eyeball with Singson. Kagiwa with a fake. And he bangs into a brick wall. Here's Antonio all the way for 2.
sinalo ni JJ Helterbrand. Ito si Will Antonio streaking for that layup. And Will Antonio makes it a 1-point ball game with 2:18 remaining in the third quarter. Bagamat lamang pa rin ang Ginebra, the Tigers refuse to be left behind in this ball game. You know, Miko, that last play by Will Antonio, that's typical of the Coca-Cola Tigers. Ano naman yung depensa nila, ang gagawa ng kanilang opensa, and that last play, typified yung defense ng Coca-Cola. Here's Menk. Oh, despite the presence of Rivas and Mamaril, Menk still scores. Gotta do it in front of hindi lang si Mamaril, ano? Dalawa talaga ang bumantay. Si Eric Menk. 11 points already for Eric Menk in the ballgame. Si Rivas ang tinawagan ng foul. That's his fourth personal. That is also the fourth team foul laban sa Coca-Cola. At now, kumpleto ni Menk ang 3-point play. Kung kaya't apat ang lamang ng Ginebra, 63-59. As we enter the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. Rivas, babawi kay Menk. No. At ang nakakuha ng bola si Pereira. And there's a near steal by Abarientos. Pero ito si Johnny, baka sabihin he has lost a step or two, pero his hands are just as quick as they were 10 years ago. Kanina nakita natin na rumi-rebound na yung mga kalaban, kinukuhanan pa sa likod. Ito si Johnny Abarientos. You know, you can lose speed, but you never lose instinct. Oo, no? Totoo, no? Especially the great players, they never lose their basketball instinct. And here's Eric Menk, and he will trip back to the line. Not only that, he's going to get the fourth personal foul of Ali Peak. Of course, the center of the offense of the Coca-Cola Tigers right now. Dito sa Philippines, parehong galing sa talo. Itong Ginebra, natalo po sila sa Air 21. Sa katunayan, tatlong sunod-sunod na talo na ang kanilang natitikman. Kung kaya't determinado po silang tapusin ang kanilang 3-game losing skid.
Pero Miko, yung unang dalawang talo nila versus San Miguel Jayman and the Philippines Chunky Giants, yun talaga masaklap yung unang dalawa because they scored only 59 and 56 points respectively in those two games. At least when they came out against Air 21, naka 98 points sila. So,
although they were severely outscored in the fourth quarter by the
yun na lang. Lumamig sila, 35-16 yung fourth quarter output ng Air 21 versus Barangay Ginebra.
Pero dito sa labanang ito, ang Ginebra po, ang namamayani, 65-59. Here's Simpson on the move. Johnny A for 3. Mamaril took it, no good. Mamaril one more time. And Mamaril now registers his conference high, 16 points. Pero lamang pa rin ng Ginebra, 65-61. Close in on the last minute of play here in the third period. Here's Pereira. Nasa kay Helterbrand for 3! Napakalayo nung tira ni Helterbrand. And the ball goes out of bounds. Ali Peak will rest his last 53 seconds, and of course the break between the third and the fourth period. Of course, yun yung mga ginagawa ng coaches sa mga stars nila. They wanna get the most rest out of their superstars. Rob Wainwright in the ballgame. Abarientos, no! Here's Rodney Santos on the move. Habang nauubos na po ang oras dito sa third quarter. 14 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Santos inside the make, napapig ang bola. Here's Johnny A. Goes to Arrigo. Arrigo against Ferreira. He runs over Ferreira, but he misses the layup. Early shot for John Arrigo with 16 seconds to go. They could have pulled back and set up for the last play. Instead, Ginebra will have an opportunity to get the last basket in the third quarter. 5 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go in the third. Helterbrand for 3. Off the mark. Hopper will get the ball, and that's going to mark the end of the third period.